A new year is on the way, and not that it changes a lot of things in this world, but there is something special about the new year, the turning of a page, starting on a new book, a new life. And hey, look, I've never been a fan of New Year resolutions or this whole New Year, New Me kind of stuff. That's not my thing. But I have to say that it's a very interesting thing that happens each year, going from the 31st of December to the 1st of January. It is just one day, but it is a huge gap almost. It's like you can feel a shift of some sort, that the mechanics of the world, they change slightly, like a new update in a game. They just tweak some things to make the game run either faster or slower, because sometimes developers they do mess up. So a new year comes around, and a lot of people talk about, oh, new change. Yeah, this year I'm really gonna become something. I'm gonna start this project this year. We, as humans, we are so in love with the idea that when a new year starts, it is an entire new chapter. The new chapter of their book is being written as they take a step into the new year. And historically, for me, historically, a new year has always offered some mixed emotions. And you may have experienced this as well when you've been away for a few weeks, home with family, celebrated Christmas perhaps, and then you come back to school. And this is very interesting. This is where you notice the changes mostly, because when you go back to work, perhaps, I don't know, I'm not working, but when you go back to work, perhaps it's just the same thing as the few days before. But in school, it's a complete different realm of this world. The changes are significant, and you may also think this. Let me remind you of a few things that has happened to me, and you may start to feel like, actually he's right. There's a lot of things that changes in school. So when you come back there, first of all, everyone seems to have done some fun things, and this goes for all type of weeks off you have. It always feels like you're the one that has done the least stuff. Like everyone's been to the Alps for skiing, or they've gotten this huge thing for Christmas, or their family consisting of 50 members has all come together and done some fun activity, and you've been there with your 4 family members. Now, jokes aside, it feels different. You feel inferior coming back, and especially when you look around, you see, everyone has all their new clothes on. It's like they've all been going through a wardrobe. They've all been changing things up, and you notice that some people kind of like they switched class in this game. They kind of leveled up. It's like, okay, this guy used to dress terribly, the bottom of the barrel. Now he suddenly comes in with his jacket. Like, oh, look at him. He has all the eyes on him. And oh, look at that guy. He has the new AirPods in. Yeah, that's cool. They got some money in his family. And everyone sits there with new phones or new computers, and it's exciting, even though I've never been on the other side of things. I never come in there as, oh, I won the lottery during the holidays. Look at me, I've leveled up my status in this game. That's never been a thing. But it's so interesting. And you start off, and it feels kind of weird. It feels like, at least for me, and maybe, I don't know, perhaps I'm too introverted, but coming back there, it kind of feels like you have to unlock characters in the game again, or just kind of get to know people again. It feels like you've lost some connection with them. So you come there, you at first, at least for me, when I was perhaps, I don't know, 14 years old, I came to school and I was looking around, hey, all these guys I used to talk to, can I go and say hello to them now, or is it gonna be weird, or do they even remember me? Of course they do, but it feels kind of weird. Like, hey, can we just go up and talk to each other? And when you do go up and talk to them, it's this, there's something there, kind of like a barrier between you, where you can't really just get going and joke around with them again. It's this, there's something there, some tension. And speaking of tension too, is this not the thing when you come back, and this goes for everything, when you come back after summer or after Christmas break or Easter, whenever, and you come back, and for the first 1 or 2 weeks, everyone is kind of like playing it safe. So if you usually would just get absolutely clanked on by your friends, they would just bang you down to the floor. Not like that, but if you just, throw jokes at you and just kind of, yeah, look at that guy, he got the good shoes on today, he got the nice shoes on today. It's kind of like this, everyone's taking it safe the first weeks. So everyone's trying to be friends with each other. No one's trying to poke fun at someone. Of course, that changes quickly, because after 3 weeks in, they're just going after each other again, which is fun, by the way. But it's so interesting, kind of like you can't really, like, everyone's so friendly the first time around after a break, and then boom, back to, yeah, we're just gonna throw everything at each other. Total war in this classroom, but mostly on fun, of course, mostly. And now that I've grown older, I've noticed that there's a lot of depression just kind of coming in on people after Christmas, which is natural. I mean, you come up after summer, had a great time there. You come in and it's fall. So you gotta go through September, October, November, but then suddenly it's December and you're walking towards the break and the holidays. And you got this nice feeling, this nice vibe everywhere. It's like Christmas decoration, Christmas trees, and you're gonna take some weeks off or a few days off if you happen to be working, and just spend time with family. It's so nice. You eat lots of nice stuff, you get some presents, hopefully, and then you come back on January and it's just that nice thing is over. It's back to work, it's back to everything, and now you gotta look forward to summer, and that's so many months away. So I feel like in January and even February, you have this, I mean, it's pretty grey outside. There's not a lot of trees that are just looking all this beautiful like in spring or summer. Everything's kind of grey, dull and dark, and this depression comes in on people. That's something I've been starting to notice. And then you go back to the gym, and then the gym is filled up to the brink. It's like you take everyone in the city and just put them in the same gym. Like you have this queue outside of the gym to get in there. It's kind of like they want an autograph of Cristiano Ronaldo. Like he's in there signing autographs and everyone's standing outside waiting to go in. And you could just walk around there and ask them like, hey, why are you here? And they're gonna say, oh, New Year's resolutions, this time, buddy. Which is so interesting. So yeah, it's kind of a mixed bag, turning the page from this current year to the next year. But it's a fun one, it's a very interesting one, and you can make a lot of great observations. You can learn a lot about human psychology and just behavior in general by just taking a look around, seeing what people do, paying attention. That's important. And that's what I want to give you today. Just some fun talk about the new year. Trying to enjoy it, of course. Have fun, and we'll see next year what changes we notice. Some significant ones, Perhaps, most likely, some, but it's mostly gonna be the same thing. So with that, I'm leaving you.